Hey, RetconRaider here, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. As today, I guess we kick things off by taking our victory tour around Auntie Ethel's tea house. Auntie Ethel is still very dead, despite rumors to the contrary. So now it's time to check in on the poor unfortunate soul she preyed upon. Oh, that one's actually taking her mask off. That's certainly promising. Anyway, let's give this place a gander. And, of course, grab anything that's not nailed down in the process. SOP.
Quiet, please. Auntie is resting.
I suppose that is technically correct. She is resting in peace. I can assure you she is quite dead. I killed her myself.
Very droll, sir. Most amusing. Auntie cannot die.
Well, I've got a corpse over here that would beg to differ, but... Can we get that mask off?
You should leave. Auntie isn't receiving guests just now.
Oh, what if we try wearing our mask?
You should leave.
Okay, no luck there. Can
There's a
we
friendly-looking shadow.
steal the mask?
My hand slipped.
We cannot, because it's a worn item. Let's keep looking around. Maybe we'll have more luck with one of these other guys.
Light on my feet.
Or perhaps we'll find some sort of solution inside her workshop, which must be through this door here. Though I suppose our best bet is actually the unmasked figure over here. Yeah, this one.
We need to leave. She might not be dead. I don't even know if she can die.
I understand your concerns, but I assure you, she is no more. She has ceased to be. Bereft of life, she rests in peace.
I thought I was lost. Could feel my mind slipping away. If it weren't for you, I would have ended up like the others. Hollowed out and as good as dead.
Well, I'm certainly glad we could avoid that. Why come here in the first place?
Sheer desperation. My mother's mind is gone. She's forgotten herself. I tried medicine, magic, prayer. I'd have begged Merkel himself if I thought he'd listen. Heard about this wise woman out in the back end of nowhere who could help. I knew it was too good to be true, but I didn't care.
Well, foolish or not, I suppose I can understand why you did what you did. And now that you're free?
Home. To Baldur's Gate. This isn't over yet.
I'm sorry, do you maybe want to run that by me again? Why? Why is this not over?
You think Ethel was the only hag in the realms? Not by a long shot. There's more hags out there, and I'm going to do what I can to make sure no one else has to go through what I did.
Ah, I see. So as long as there be hags, there will be those who hunt them. A noble goal indeed. We did find that letter on her balcony, which implied there was someone else she was in correspondence with. Someone in Baldur's Gate, I think, so that does track.
I'm feeling stronger by the minute. I'll be fine.
Alright, well, just don't linger too long. Classic creature ecology implies that prime dungeon real estate like this won't stay empty for long. I wonder if we'll encounter her again in Baldur's Gate. odds seem against it since she doesn't even have a proper name, but that would be some fun reactivity. Shadow, could you disarm this flower?
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Never mind. I guess its pistol has been unloaded. I was actually under the impression that all the traps were illusory, but I guess it would make sense for her to mix a few real ones in with the fakes.
Somebody hurt Auntie. I'll open their veins!
Uh-huh. Hey, here's a crazy suggestion. Maybe we could get that mask off for a minute?
You can't take Auntie's gift! I won't let you!
Okay, well.
Somebody hurt Auntie. I'll open their veins!
So nothing, huh? She's dead and you're just still all whacked out?
I'll tear your throat out!
Please don't.
At the ready.
Oh, you didn't. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, wait. I imagine it won't make a difference, but we should at least try pickpocketing her.
Mine. Let's see what you're hiding.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Breathe deep and move.
How about you?
Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
Calm down. I'm not here to hurt you. Just checking to see how you're doing after Auntie Ethel's recent passing.
Auntie's dead? No. No!
I'm afraid it's true. So maybe it's time to take the mask off?
There is no mask. Leave me alone!
Fair enough.
Better be
Had to
cautious.
try.
I just want a little look.
Oh, here we go. Faded note.
What to choose?
Faded note. Most of the words have all but faded from this scrap of paper. You gonna come after me now?
A thief's been picking pockets near here. This would be a good moment to explain yourself.
Yeah, that's why I don't bother with stealing most of the time. It's just a huge hassle the way they implemented it. Everyone becomes psychic the second even the tiniest trinket goes missing. Oh, for goodness sake. Thank you.
You may have talked your way out of this one.
Not the best use of our inspiration. Let's hope this thing's noteworthy. Read this every morning. Remember, she is not your friend. She is not your family. Do not eat the food unless she is watching. Do not drink the tea unless she is watching. Do not wear the mask. Do not wear the mask. Do not wear the mask. The word lies is written in large, thick letters across the rest of the text. Oh my. Some interesting context, I suppose, but nothing
Can't slow down.
that really helps us at this point. Alright, I guess we'll leave them be for now. Hopefully we'll find some way to help them later, but I suppose worst case scenario we could try knocking them unconscious and forcibly removing the masks. I just really rather not do that unless we absolutely have to. Oh, this looks promising. Let's see what vile concoctions this witch hath brewed. Oh, that's an unfinished mask. That's a fun detail. Perhaps we'll find some way to neutralize them nearby. Oh, you know, this might explain that random chest of pig parts we found, too. Perhaps as part of whatever sinister rite she used to cast the illusion over the bog. The Ever-Seeing Eye. And the Bitter Divorce. Oh, which has something to do with Mayrina. We found a wand with Connor's name on it. Could this resurrect Mayrina's husband? I'm gonna say probably not in any way she would be happy with, but we will look into it. In fact, let's get a closer look at all this stuff real quick. The Ever-Seeing Eye grants protection from evil and good. A pale green eye pierced by the twisting branches of a dead tree. The result of a foolhardy woman begging Auntie for a favor. Which I suppose answers the question of what happened to that blind elf's other eye. Always nice to get some eye closure, I guess. Bitter Divorce. Clumps of hair and flesh stick out from the twisted roots that make up the shaft of this wand. Connor is scratched into the surface. Letter from Ethel, written in a rough, sloping scrawl. This letter is unfinished. And letter to Ethel. A beautifully crafted letter written in an elegant hand. So contextually, this one must be first. She received a letter and was writing a response before we killed her. This letter is written in elegant cursive. Ethel, I've heard business has been slow. Rest assured I have a job for you. A client fled Baldur's Gate without payment. My agents picked up his trail along the Chianthar and have ensured he will pass through your territory. Do as you wish with him. In exchange, I have a girl who suits your particular appetites. Her mother's mind is failing. My contact has assured her you can help. I'll have her sent by the usual route. Thus explaining how our halfling friend found her way here. So she was right, it's not over. Blotches of ink are spattered on this unfinished letter, written in an uneven scrawl. Sister dearest, are you feeling all right, Petal? I can't believe you let some pup give you the slip. I'd be mortified. Worry not, my redcaps nabbed the bugger. They're taking their sweet time with him. The screaming stopped a few nights past, but the sobbing continues. He'll die regretting he crossed a hag. A mother with a failing mind. You know me so well. I have the most darling mask for her. You must come Weird place to stop writing, but she was eccentric. So yeah, that does make it a whole lot more likely that we'll encounter that halfling again. Presumably involved in the next hag quest, which sounds like it'll be out towards Baldur's Gate. Hopefully we find her alive. I'd feel a lot more confident about that if they'd actually given her a proper name. Ooh, assorted rings. Not really worth all that much, but still, more for the Horde.
Might be useful.
And then we've got this mess too, this motley assortment of oddly named elixirs. Which, I've got to say, do not sound like things that we would want to ingest. Yeah, this seems to be like the distilled essence of assorted nightmares and emotional issues. Okay, well that's got to be a will penalty. That's definite loss of actions. Sickness? Petrification? Insanity, obvious. Sleep with a feared chaser? A million spiders. Spewing bile? Not sure about that one. Maybe a rage effect. Something that causes you to turn on your allies. But yeah, let's never drink any of those. Though, as with many other things, I have to wonder if we can huck them at people. Staff of Crones. Magic staff with Ray of Sickness. Live worms wriggle beneath the crumbling surface of this half-rotten staff. Merely touching it fills you with a wave of unbearable nausea and a strange longing, as if it's calling out for its like. Gross. And potentially useful, depending on how often we can actually use it. Like, once per short, definitely useful. Once per long, much more questionable. Though I am not seeing it appearing on our list here. Ah, there it is. Okay, once per short, that's not bad. Combined with Hex plus our poison robes. That could be some respectable damage. Assuming hit and failed con save. Maybe we'll toss that to Gale for now. I'm undecided on that.
Let's move.
Goodness knows Gale would certainly get more use out of that than he does out of his current staff. I will worry about that later. Let's see what we've got going on over here.
Despite everything.
Well, that's got to be a teleportal. Don't tell me this takes us to another plane. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this isn't the realm of Fae. Oh, well. Wherever we are, Karlach liked it. She is into some weird stuff. Oh, wait, I do know where we are. Also, there's Mayrina. Yeah, we're just out back behind Ethel's tea house.
Don't
This
waste
is-
a step.
This is the empty area that I commented on earlier, the one that I checked out off screen, but didn't find anything in. There used to be a damage field around that coffin.
One with the weave.
And given Mayrina's presence, we can probably guess who's in there.
I have a lot on my mind and, well...
Gods! Didn't hear you coming. I know I should head home, but I can't bring myself to leave. The thought of putting him in a wheelbarrow and making the journey all over again.
Yeah, I get that. It's a lot. You okay?
Not even a little bit. But I will be.
You know, you could just leave him here. His body, I mean. That's not really him. That's just a shell. His soul, the thing that made him, him. That's already passed on to the hereafter, to whatever afterlife you crazy kids have waiting for you. I feel like that's not a controversial statement, given the nature of the world we live in.
No! He deserves a proper burial. He deserves some rest. And he won't get that here.
Sure, I get that. Take all the time you need.
We were just kids when we met. I might have pushed him off a swing I wanted. He got right up and pushed me back. I was so surprised that I just laughed. He did too. We've barely spent a day apart since.
Oh, you're killing me, Mayrina. I mean, it's not my choice to make, it's hers. I really shouldn't do this, but I did find a wand in Ethel's workshop with your husband's name on it. We might be able to bring him back. But you know there's got to be a catch.
What? You can?
You feel a surge of power from the wand. The air suddenly tastes acrid. It wants to be used.
Bring it back! Bring Connor back! Please!
All right, but only because you are explicitly asking me to do this. I really hope this works out for you, but I sincerely doubt it will.
What? What's happening? Why is he still dead?
Ah, zombie. Yeah, classic. Guess I should have seen that coming.
You feel something pull at you. The creature yearns for a master.
What have you done to him?
I just used the wand. I'm going to guess this is the horrible catch that Ethel had in store for you. Honestly, could have been worse. It could have still had his mind trapped in there, or it could have been something that was actively trying to kill you the second it woke up.
But this isn't what she promised! I wanted him back the way he was, not this!
I keep telling you people you really need to work on the phrasing when you make these deals, but it's fine. We can fix this. That's not really him. I can put him back down and we can still give him a proper burial.
No! Don't put him in the ground! He is afraid of the dark. I'll do it. I'll take him.
Mayrina, I don't... Are you like 1,000,000% sure this is what you want?
I promised him I'd fix this. And I'm gonna. Maybe someone in Baldur's Gate can help us. I'll figure something out. Come on, love. Let's go.
Perhaps using Ethel's wand wasn't the best idea.
No turning back time now.
I mean, she's not completely off base.
One
This
day I'll catch
is
a
a
break.
world of myth and magic. It's not entirely out of the question that someone here might be able to genuinely help her. Assuming she didn't just immediately drown herself. I'm just going to assume that was just like an awkwardly scripted exit.
Let's have a look.
But I guess we'll see if she pops up again in Act 3 once we get out to Baldur's Gate. Much like with our regretful halfling friend. I've got to say, I've got a lot of mixed feelings about this quest line. Just this area in general. It's not bad, but man, I do not feel great about a lot of what we're encountering. That said, let's go get the rest of this over with. See if any of the others made it out.
The mirror glints in the light. The screams from within now silent.
Hey, okay. Well, that's something.
My darling Magrum. She wished for the mind of a genius, but that silly head crushed me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that person is very dead. As is the short-sighted elf over there.
That'll fit in my pack.
What happened? Oh no. No. Why ain't I petrified?
Well, I'm going to assume it's because I killed Auntie Ethel, the woman who petrified you. Which is great, because now I get to save my basilisk coil.
What? How am I still breathing? I've the bite.
I'm gonna need you to be slightly more specific.
I wouldn't wish it on anyone. Your insides end up on the outside. Petrification stops the spread. I was on death's door, but now I feel great. How?
Well, given who provided the solution, I think we can guess where the problem came from. Boo! Alright, let's burn off another inspiration. Oh, we still had 4. Oh, for goodness sake. Thank you.
You detect traces of decaying magic within him, likely the cause of his disease.
But that doesn't make a lick of sense. The bite ain't magical. Unless that double-crossing, filthy, lying hag! She made me sick and then trapped me in stone for kicks!
Yeah, that sounds about right. Any idea how long she's had you trapped like this?
I don't know! Days! Years! My kids were only babes when I left. The stones know how old they are now.
Well, look on the bright side. Dwarves do live quite a while. Perhaps you can still be part of their lives.
Only 'cause of you. I ain't got no way to repay you.
Nah, it's fine. Don't mention it. I'm just glad I could actually help some people. It's been a rough ride out here.
No. What you've done for me and mine today won't be forgotten. Thank you.
Happy to help. And how about you? Yeah, that's fair. Oh, hey, the doorman's gone. Just like completely gone. Which I guess is for the best. There was no way he was going to survive changing back. He was a de-limbed torso. So I will just hope that he got to pass on and rest in peace. Or in pieces. And how about you, my friend?
I need a quick word.
Is the hag gone? God, tell me she's gone. Oh, please.
Yes, I can say with no small amount of pride that her metabolic processes are history. You should be safe.
May she burn in the 9 hells. The hag. There's never been a more vile creature. The things she did to me.
Agreed, but I've got to ask, why were you even here in the first place?
I was a fool. I wanted to know my fate. I had a choice between two lives, and I was frightened of choosing wrong. I asked the hag to help me see what the future would hold. Got what I wished for, too. I saw my future self. A corpse, rotten with maggots. And everyone around me dead. Putrid and dead.
Oh, buddy, you really kind of set yourself up for that one. Death is the one constant in life. But, prithee tell, what midlife crisis led you to this eternal death watch?
A boring story. Stay or go. Marriage and kids, or a life of novelty. I lost my best years rather than just choose.
Yeah, well, you're an elf, so you've still got a good century or two ahead of you. Go on, get out of here. Try to enjoy what you've got left.
Yes. I will. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, maybe don't run that way? Alright, whatever, I'm sure he's fine. Okay, so yeah, all told, that would be, what? 4 people saved? Marina, the Regretful Mask, Lauren there, the Stony Dwarf. Not to mention, of course, rescuing the Mirror Spirit and Doorman from Eternal Torment. I'll take it. I do, in fact, feel much better now about this whole thing than I did 10 minutes ago. Though I'd feel even better if I could figure out what to do with those other masked thralls. Again, I suppose I could go try knocking them out and forcibly removing the masks. But the non-lethal combat system is so wonky in this game that could just end up being tantamount to killing them. With other unanticipated side effects as well, like potentially aggroing any other characters who are still linked to this area. Marina, for example. Or Regretful Mask. Unless she's left, she's still in that room too. So yeah, unless we find some other solution around here somewhere, we might just have to chalk them up as a loss. Anyway, let's see if there's anything else here that requires our attention. Though I'm not sure if there's really anything else here to see. We've got these 2 sort of figure 8 paths leading down to the bottom. But at a glance, I'm not really seeing any hidden treasures or offshoot paths. Yeah, there's Mask of Regret still chilling. So we definitely don't want to risk aggroing.
Be wary.
Oh.
This place is trapped.
Shadow?
Is that blood? No, never mind. Very well.
Oh, Torbro. I have mixed feelings about this. Apparently he did not so much vanish as he simply migrated from one spot to another. Can we still talk to you?
Don't be shy. While I'm at it,
Okay, so he is not interactive. Can we just walk through you? Doesn't seem so, but what if we do some flock picking? Aha! I guess that kind of almost makes sense. This was the deeply trapped area that only the flock could pass through, so I guess it would make sense there'd be other obstacles that only they could surpass. Though I have no idea where that other circle would lead. Gosh. I really thought we were almost done. Alright, let's pick the room clean, and then I guess we'll circle back. See where that takes us. Oh, maybe that's how the mask ported in during the fight. They did appear in puffs of green energy. Not really seeing much else of note here. Maybe this was just supposed to be a way to bypass the traps, or catch Ethel off guard.
just when I was getting used to the sky again.
Fear not, Karlach. Sun, moon, and stars will still be there, waiting for us.
Meanwhile, this place is pretty spectacular, isn't it?
No book or painting could ever do its strange beauty justice. But perhaps our stories might, when we return to the surface.
Holy crap, we're in the Underdark. Okay, well that is certainly a thing that happened. Let's get that mask off.
I've got a long road ahead. More for me.
Something hidden, but not from me.
Okay, how expansive is this area? Is this just like a little mushroom garden, or do we have a whole new region ahead of us now? Also, how do we...
Another illusion.
Oh, right.
Is anything real down
Of course. And yet another mushroom circle. As well as a massive sprawling cave stretching out before us. Well, crap. That really kind of shoots my plans straight to hell. I really thought we were going to wrap up this episode finishing up the swamp. But instead, we seem to have gotten in even deeper. We've got some sort of shrine over there. Dead drow. That might give us some good intel on what we're walking into.
A bullet.
Tunnels everywhere.
Those things are vicious.
Who would dig these?
Oh good, a stray bullet. That's fantastic.
Half this drow's body is crushed. They've fallen from pretty high up.
Right. I have exploded. I'm so overwhelmed right now. There's so much happening. Okay, the glowing things explode. Right. We know that. We knew that. It just slipped my mind. I'm going to have to... oh. Okay, clear the fungi. Talk to the drow. My brain is trying to latch onto everything at once, and it's not going well. So, one thing at a time. Hidebound Journal, the memories and plans of a displaced drow. That is promising. Let's have a look at that. One favor, one faithful servant. That is all I summoned, no more and no less than Malice Do'Urden never had, or indeed the mother of lusts herself. The Yocklaw was quite a sight in all its forms. I'd read of its foul odor, but I found it intoxicating, like rosewater. So it smashed a few artifacts, hissed at a master. The Archmage should have revered me for such a conjuring. Instead, he threatened to curse me, to make me a Drider. Yet my time will come. Soon I will return to Menzoberranzan and Sorcerer. Then the Archmage will worship me. I will be served. Okay, so name-dropping the Do'Urdens, references to Menzoberranzan and Sorcerer. Possible Yocklaw in the mix. Let us press for details.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Hey, wake up, you're dead. Who were you?
House Vandry. Far Scout. Searching.
Searching for what?
Quick path to surface.
And how did it all go wrong? What fickle twist of fate befell you?
Through backpack. Too light. Fell.
What? I'm sorry, could you clarify on exactly how that sentence makes sense?
Mushrooms. Disappeared. Guessed wrong.
Okay. Were there any other drow down here with you?
Worked alone. Better that way.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Okay, so no other drow to worry about.
What's that over there?
Oh, where? Wait. Wait, was that a platform that just vanished? I didn't get a good look at it. I guess if there are disappearing platforms, that might explain how this guy plummeted to his death.
Glad that caught my eye.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yes. That platform just above us vanished. So as we get near the illusory mushrooms, we get an investigate check. I guess the question being, where do the non-illusory mushrooms lead us?
What's that now?
Oh. Well, that's an underwhelming reveal. We do theoretically still have a backpack around here somewhere, though. He was very specific about throwing his backpack...
Gotcha.
Fuck. Onto a mushroom.
Fake shrooms. Deceit and danger.
Gosh dang it. Alright, well, thankfully we are now out of mushrooms to fall off of, so I think we're good. I think that concludes the mushroom climbing portion of our show. Still no backpack, though. So where else could it be?
No one's stopped me yet.
I mean, based on what he told us, it should be right near his corpse. We've got a path further down over there. We're not going to worry about that just yet. More exploding mushrooms. Little waterfall. We've got stairs. That must lead to the... right.
Just a brief respite.
Okay. I think I need to take a step back and mentally regroup here because there is a lot going on right now. I'm trying to navigate unfamiliar terrain while simultaneously trying to
Don't mind if I do.
Parse out all of the things we're rapid fire stumbling across. We've got spider webs, no surprise there. It is the Underdark. And then that is the path down. Oh yeah, see the mushrooms create a jumping path right to it. Stairs must lead to the shrine. We've also got structures down below.
Scorched ground. Better watch out.
And we've got traps. Nobody move.
Just out of view.
Did that say hiding failed?
Best think ahead, or I'm lost.
So we've got creatures in here too. My goodness. Look at all this. You know what? I am keen to explore, but we are at time, so I feel like this has to be where we call it. We've gotten so far off of what I originally planned for today that it's not even funny. I thought we'd be wrapping up the swamp and then doubling back to chat with Kaga. But instead, we are here. So, yes, let's hit the pause button for now. I'm going to take care of the usual off-screen bookkeeping, mentally regroup, double back and check for secret paths or caches we may have missed on the way in. And we will pick up here next time, as we inevitably take a bullet. See you then. Oh, and special thanks to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible, including but not limited to Revenant, Alois, CrowkingLoR, Dragon Matrix 7, Drakiith, V23, EgonAlter, Exsellsior, Gottlieb, James Trimmier, Kazorm, Mark Giemza, Nathan Welch Jr., OverlordPherom, RandomPassrby, RobbyB, Tomasz Piątkowski, Triphoppenskip, and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, if you'd also like to help support the channel, then feel free to push the buttons that do the things. Trust me, it does make a difference. Or you could even check out the PayPal, the Patreon, the Nexus GG, or the YouTube memberships. Links are in the description.
Very droll, sir. Most amusing.